Welcome to everyone joining us on Facebook or our YouTube channel. It's good to have all of you here on this glorious sunny Sunday in the Northwest. It's always nice for a Monday to be so sunny. We're about a minute from starting. There are still a few people joining us on our Zoom call. In the meantime, you can begin gently closing your eyes. And shifting awareness from the thoughts of the mind and the busyness that has been with you since this morning, and to shift to being just here, present to every breath, every heartbeat, and taking this time to deeply relax as always. Releasing any tension we might find anywhere on the body. And especially around the belly and the muscles of the face. Every out-breath, another opportunity to release and relax and let go, to deeply, deeply surrender into the here and now. Emptying ourselves from all the busyness, all the loudness of the mind and the thoughts, of all the known, to step for a few minutes into the unknown, the not knowing. This week, as we travel through the Kabbalistic tree of life, following the 49 days of the Omer, we meet the Sephirah this week of Tiferet, the Sephirah of the heart space. The heart that longs for sacredness, for transcendence, for beauty. So we're going to bring our attention to the heart this week, feeling into its pulsating quality, its vibrating quality. Beginning with words of blessing on our journey. Counting this day of the Omer, which is no longer the 14th day, but not yet the 16th day. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם, אשר קידשנו במצוותיו וציוונו על ספירת העומר. Blessed one, you are the emptiness that manifests as form, that expresses as the pulsating, the vibrating of the heart of all of our hearts. You who are the source of all that is. You from which this vibrating and pulsating universe arises. You sanctify us with paths of holiness and give us this path, this journey of making every day count by counting the days of Omer. Today is the 15th day of the Omer, comprising 2 weeks and 1 day. Amen. And so we enter into our meditation with a shalom chant, creating sacred space between us. Bringing the flashlight of awareness to shine onto the heart space. Tiferet is the very center of the entire Kabbalistic tree of life. It is the one sephirah, the one center that connects to all other sephirot, all other centers. It sits at the intersection of right and left, of up and down. It is the sephirah of balance. Balance between loving kindness on one side and discernment, judgment, strength, courage on the other side. It integrates the two. It is at the center of the world of Yetzirah. The world of emotions. We tend to think of ourselves as beings whose dominant trait is the mind and the thinking. We are thinkers. But the truth of the matter is most of our decisions take place in the heart, in the emotional center of our being. Our likes and dislikes, our seeking comfort and running away from discomfort, overwhelmingly, we are in fact driven by our emotional heart. And when we dwell in the heart space, when we dwell in the open-heartedness of Tiferet, then we take a meditative stand of radical acceptance. A yes-ness to the moment. We reject nothing. We transcend preferences. We open our heart widely, unconditionally to who we are. And to our experience in this moment, as it is, just as it is. Tiferet is inviting us to loving this moment as it is, to loving ourselves as we are, to loving our past exactly as it was, for it made us who we are. And if we're going to love who we are, we must love all that has come, all that has gone, all that has been. And if we're going to love who we are, which is much harder than the words seem to imply, because we have spent so much time finding ourselves this way or that way unlovable. And when we have practiced for so long, finding this or that aspect of our being unlovable, it is hard to shift our relation to ourself. But that is precisely what meditation is inviting us into, to change our relationship with reality, with ourself. So whatever arises for you today in meditation, the mantra is Ahava. Ahava. Whatever arises, an ache, a pain, a challenging thought, can we open our heart to whatever is here with love? Can we stop resisting ourselves, our life, our reality, and instead to insist on loving even our physical aches and pains? Can we hold the sensations of ache or pain in the embrace of the heart? To create spaciousness where there is tightening, to create acceptance where there is resisting. Can we rest deeply, relax deeply, observe the heart as it pulsates and vibrates, and with each out-breath, Ahava. And if Hebrew isn't familiar to you, just love. Notice the resistance and do it anyway. Relaxing and breathing, resting in the heart. Every out-breath, Ahava. And just fall in love. Let yourself finally surrender and fall in love with now. With now, just as it is. Just let yourself fall in love. Ahava. we gently let go of our meditation, gently transition from one state of consciousness to another, taking perhaps a couple of deeper breaths, and stretching the body if we feel the need to do so. And as always, I invite you to take this practice on the road today. Especially when something happens, arises that you find yourself reactive to, having negative feelings about. See if you can practice ahava in that moment. And see what happens. But for now, we'll close our meditation together with a threefold shalom chant. As always, dedicating our practice to all beings. May all beings find shalom. May all beings find wholeness, harmony, and inner peace. Moderni, thank you.
Thank you. That was wonderful.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Annie.
Rani.
Thank you, Rabbi.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye. See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
I have a quick question, Rabbi.
Just hold on a second because we're still live broadcasting.
Thank you, Olivier.
You're welcome. Those of you who are on Facebook,